What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Broncos franchise. This is the off season. I'm excited. I can't wait to get through this. We're going to go through the entire re-sign period, the free agency period, and the draft all in one. We'll take a look at draft recap, what our division rivals did and everything like that. Before I get into that, I want to go and look at the retirees. Already see that Marshall Yanda retired. Darren Sproles retired. Larry Fitzgerald's retired. Dwayne Brown. Andrew Whitworth. Ben Roethlisberger retired. Jason Peters retired. Drew Brees retired. Adrian Peterson. Joe Staley. And so Jason Witten comes back after retiring for a year, and then retires at the end of the year. Javon Bushrod. And Andy Reid retires. So those are their retires. No Tom Brady, though. So Tom Brady's still in the league. Alright, let's look here. So quarterback Josh Dobbs, I don't know why he wants 30. Wow. I'm not paying that much for a backup quarterback. No way, Jose. Running back Devontae Booker. Not going to resign him. Okay, so Deion Kane. I'm going to pass on Deion Kane. He dropped the ball a little bit too much last year. I felt like Emmanuel Hall is a younger by a year, taller, and just as fast, a better catching receiver. So I'll actually extend Emmanuel Hall for 2 years. And I'll give him that if he takes it. He does take it. Tight end, Michael Roberts. We had to sign him due to the fact that Noah Fant got injured. Left tackle, nope. Connor McGovern, we could franchise tag him, but he's not worth it. Don Barclay, we're going to move on from him. Jake Rogers, we're going to move on from him. James Cowser, we're going to move on from him. Right end, I do want Robert Kimdichie. And we have a good amount of money. So I'm going to give him what he wants here probably. Because he did play pretty well. 8 sacks last year. And he's only 25. Tyus Bowser, I don't want to pay him this much money. I'll do a 2-year deal and I will really underpay for him. If he takes it, he takes it. If he doesn't, he took it after being lowballed. So I'll take that. Quarterback, no Morris Claiborne. Steven Terrell, I'll pass on Steven Terrell. Obi Melifonwu, how much money do you want? I'll give you a 2-year deal. I'll give you that. How about that? Okay. Justin Simmons. Star development player. He wants about $5 million a year, $5.5 million. I'll give you a 1-year deal, and I'll give you exactly 5. If he doesn't take this, he doesn't take this. Okay, and how much would the franchise tag be? I'm not paying $12 million for Justin Simmons. He played okay in some games, but then other games he just missed tackles, was not good in coverage. So yeah, that kind of worsens our defense, but I think Will Parks will be good, at least for the time being, in that spot here. So let's go to free agency week 1. I have a list of players I want and players I think could help our team tremendous. So instantly, I'm just going to release Joe Flacco. He's down to a 68 overall. And we release him, and we get $20 million in cap room with no penalty. So I'm just releasing Joe Flacco. That works perfectly fine. We're also going to release Todd Davis. It saves us $4 million in cap to maybe go out and get someone better. I like Jeff Hireman, but we're going to release him as well. We could probably get a better tight end for cheaper. And that's all the cuts we're going to be doing. All older players. So let's look at this free agency. We have $61 million in cap. And I already see a good amount of players here. Okay, Brett Huntley is one I was kind of looking at. 86, 77, 75. What does Nick Mullins have? Looking at the top, Kareem Hunt's here, but we have very good running backs. We'll be fine without Kareem Hunt. Kendall Fuller would be a good option. But I think we'll pass on him because he's more of a slot corner. Eric Ebron's a good player, but I think we'll be fine. Yannick Ngakoue would be nice, but we have Bradley Chubb. And we have Von Miller. Austin Hooper's cool. Miles Jack. Receiver, we need a little bit more speed, I feel like, in the receiver group. So I think Philip Dorsett here, I'm gonna give him a 2-year. I'll give him a 1-year deal, except I'll overpay a little bit. He's only 27 years old. 77 points there. He has 95 speed, good catching, decent route running. His release is bad, but most of the time he's going to be just running straight down the field. I'll up this a little bit. I like him a lot. 81 points there. Yeah, Jakeem Grant's just a little bit worse. There's no one else really a whole lot here. We're going to put a bid on Hollywood Higgins. We're going to put a very small bid on Geronimo Allison. We could go for another tight end. I think I will. Ricky Seals-Jones here. We need offensive line help. Cody White here. We're going to bid on Cody White here. As a Bears fan, I love Cody White here. We have the money for it. And I think we'll try to at least get over the Redskins bid by a decent amount. Ooh, Nazir Jones. I'll give you a decent deal here. So the big free agent that I want to bring in is Miles Jack. I want to overpay for him. I want to give him pretty much whatever he wants. We have Josie Jewell, but having Miles Jack ahead of Josie Jewell, we need help stopping the run. And this is what Miles Jack would give us. 84 tackle, very good zone coverage. Needs to work on his block shooting, which maybe isn't the best for the run. But I think over long term, he's only 24 years old. He's going to be our player to get here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spend some coach XP. And I'm going to use it on linebacker, free agency, influence, and if I could use it on O-line too, that would have been awesome. But I'm going to go on linebacker, free agency, influence here. Clinton Dix could be a possibility. He doesn't want too much. He wants about what, and he's a little better in zone. He's a better tackler too. So we're potentially using pretty much all of our money. Granted, most of these are 1-year and 2-year deals. So probably 40 of the 60 mil we had are on 1-year deals. But our two big ones are Cody White here and Miles Jack. Our offensive line needs to get better. And Cody White here played center with the Bears. So he could potentially be an amazing pickup here. And Miles Jack would just be an all-around amazing player. I'll make this an even 10 million. We're ahead for Miles Jack. We're ahead. I want to be a little bit more ahead for Cody White here. It's only a 2-year deal, so I'm not really worried about the cap space here. We're 8 points ahead for Cody White here. Our offensive line needs to get better. Haha, Clinton Dix. If we don't get him, we don't get him. I just did a 1-year deal. I overpaid for 1 year. Even though I do like Will Parks, haha, Clinton Dix I think would be an upgrade over Will Parks. DeMar Dotson would be an upgrade over Juwan James. Juwan James played garbage last year. Philip Dorsett for a good deep threat down the field. Nick Mullins for a backup quarterback. I doubt he's going to take this. I gave him more than what I thought I actually was going to give him. Ricky Seals-Jones for backup tight end. Just a 2-year deal for about almost $3.5 million a year. A little over that, which wouldn't be that bad for him. Willie Henry, we need a lot and a lot. We need a lot of work on our D-line. That's our worst, pretty much our worst, just everything last year was mainly because of our D-line. Hollywood Higgins just for some depth. Nazir Jones for some depth. John Bostic for some depth. Nazir Jones could even play. He might not play defensive tackle though, but he has good strength, good power move. I'm just really hoping we get Miles Jack and Cody White here. These would be amazing for the team and I would love it. So yeah, we'll sim ahead. We'll see what happens. We'll see who we get and everything. So we got Clinton Dix. We got Cody White here. We got Nazir Jones. We got Miles Jack. We got John Bostic and DeMar Dotson. So we upgraded at safety with Clinton Dix. And Cody White here can definitely play center. He played center his first 2 years in the league with Chicago. First 3 years in the league with Chicago. After an injury to the starting center. So he'll definitely play center there. And I think I'm going to put Juwan James on the trade block. I know we'll probably get a penalty for trading him. But DeMar Dotson isn't the best in run blocking, I know. But our main issue wasn't run blocking, it was pass blocking. So I think DeMar Dotson there would be better than Juwan James, even if it's only for a year. We can find someone better. But Cody White here helps us out tremendously there. Defense, Miles Jack and Josie Jewell. That's an insane combo there. Nazir Jones helps out our D-line. Clinton Dix helps out our our safety core here. And we have good depth here now. We just need to work on our D-line and our defense will be better. But Miles Jack is the one I really wanted. He's such a good player. So Willie Henry we're bidding on, but I'm going to pull away from that. I think I'll pull away from the Hollywood Higgins. We're going to up the bid a little bit for Philip Dorsett. I don't want to pay too much for him, though. And then I'll up the bid a little bit for Ricky Seals-Jones as well. Same with Nick Mullins. We have some scouting to do. Okay, so we got Philip Dorsett and Ricky Seals-Jones. So that really helps our defense, or our offense there. We had really not a whole lot of speed on offense, so that's really nice. Kind of looking at the people that are left here, not a whole lot. We're actually going to bet on Mackenzie Alexander. He's maybe even just a little better. We did get Mackenzie Alexander, so that's good. Kareem Hunt went to the Houston Texans. Kendall Fuller went to the Seahawks. Eric Ebron to the Texans. Yannick Ngakoue to the Colts. Austin Hooper to the Cardinals. Ryan Shazier to the Rams. Nelson Aguilar to the Steelers. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Darby to the Steelers. Brian Balaga to the Buccaneers. Mike Hilton to the Saints. Verrett to the Bills. And Justin Simmons went to the Dolphins. Presumably to replace Rashad Jones. Jordan Howard signed with Wow. Signed with the Bills, and they overpaid by a lot. Same with Josh Gordon. Also, Safarian Jenkins going to Miami. Cameron Meredith, who I actually didn't realize I was there. I would have bid on Cam Meredith. We pretty much have Cam Meredith and Cortland Sutton anyway. Devondre Campbell gets paid to go to Indy. Timmy Jernigan goes to Indy. Let's take a look. I just want to make sure I don't pass over any of our... Tyler Higbee in our division went to the Raiders. Spencer Ware went to Los Angeles. So our division rivals didn't do a whole lot of signing. Kind of looking at our team before the draft, quarterback, if it kind of happens, it happens. Cortland Sutton, receiver, we could use maybe another big-bodied receiver. More depth, maybe, but I like pretty much our top 4, top 5. Philip Dorsett helps with speed, so maybe even another speed receiver. Running back, we're pretty much fine. Offensive line, of course, you can never have too many offensive linemen, so if we have the opportunity to take one, and he's better than one of ours that we have now, I would love to start him. Safety is maybe a blocking tight end, because I don't think Fumagalli is a blocking tight end. No, he's not. Again, offensive line. Defensive line, we really need someone on the D-line. Anyone, we need someone on the D-line. Linebackers, we're fine. Safeties, we could use a safety maybe if they're just phenomenally better than Tedrick Thompson and HaHa Clinton Dix. We could use cornerbacks with Chris Harris being older and Kareem Jackson down to an 81 overall. Wow. We have a good 4 though. My biggest need right now would be probably defensive line and safety on defense, and offensive line and receiver on offense. Maybe a quarterback if Drew Lock, or if it falls to us. So the Buffalo Bills have the first overall pick. These are all the players that I have scouted. Even if we get a linebacker, we could potentially move to a 3-4 or 4-3 as well. We could potentially even fit that a little better in our scheme. But the whole first round, it's a pretty good draft class. Some positions are a little weaker than others, but I think we can have a good draft here. And the first overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Brian Kinney, quarterback. So there must be moving on from Josh Allen. So Josh Allen could potentially be a trade partner for someone. The Raiders take Titus James, left end out of Iowa. I don't think I'm going to trade up. Jake Caldwell, the second quarterback already, goes to another AFC East. Goes to another AFC East team. The Dolphins. The Redskins go with Reggie Lamb, who was the Heisman winner, I was going to go for if he fell to me. Atlanta Falcons go Cordavius Ellerby. No offensive linemen have been taken yet. There goes Josh Pierce, probably the best tackle in the class. Tight end goes 7th overall. Kobe Bush. Jelani Robbins. Will Greenwood. Johnny Miles, and Tamani Gibson. Let's see what we have left here. We have a quarterback. Larry Phillips, a zone corner, could potentially be the pick. We have some safeties late that look pretty good. Middle linebacker, nothing. I feel like we could almost trade down. Taylor Nixel looks amazing. There's some good offensive linemen in this class, though, that I could take late. Receiver, there's not a whole lot. He's a second rounder. Quarterback here, was my favorite quarterback because he had the only A accuracy. We'll look at the trade down options. So we trade our first round pick down 5 spots and our tight end Fumagalli and a third round pick for the Cowboys first this year. So we move back a little bit and then we get their second rounder as well. The trade logic is dumb in this game, so we'll see who the Cowboys go for now. Larry Phillips, that was one of my players I was looking for. Emmanuel Starks, Evan Bullocks, Raiders pick, Madison Utley, who's pretty good. Elliott Judge goes to the Saints. And now our pick is here. And we take William Holloway. A 74 overall. He's a run stopper. He has good strength, good speed, good power move, and block shedding. Only normal development though, which kind of sucks. But he's going to start at defensive tackle. The Jaguars go for Quinton Hakeem. This first round is bad. Eric Brinkley to the Seahawks. Alright, let's see who's left on the board yet. I don't think we trade up for anyone. Taylor Nix is a late second rounder. And we even have Sean Lake if we don't get him. Michael Tucker, that's a good pick there. Richard Stubart, that's a good pick there. Quentin Gibson, 78 overall in the second round to the Colts. Mike Duke, or Marco Duke. Taylor Nix, my number 1 tackle on the board. Taken off. Tony Garrett's good pick there. Buck Morse, Nathan Spencer. Now it is our pick. So my next pick is going to be Dwight Mann, which I reached on and it looks like. He's a 6'8 overall, strong safety. That's probably a bust there. Not a good pick by me. But he could potentially develop. So with our next pick, we're going to take William Norwood, tackle. He's a 71 overall, which is pretty good. Normal development. And he's pretty balanced. Could use development. But only is 21 years old. He's not bad there. Next pick, Mike Knight, 67 overall. Just some depth here. I liked his skill set, and he's pretty good. He's okay, actually. Next pick here is another safety, Gerald Beckham. He has hidden development. 6'1". He has good zone coverage. Kind of slow. He's decent zone coverage. Needs to work on everything else, but he does have hidden development, so that could be potentially good. 2 picks after that, we take tackle Jeffrey Leno. Normal development, 71 overall, and he's not bad. Run block is decent. Pass block's different. Good strength. And that's good depth for the time being. Reggie Dunbar. He has a hidden development. Power back. 89 speed. Not the best trucking. He says power back. Hidden development, though. Only 22 years old. He was undrafted. He was projected to be undrafted, so. Yeah, my draft board just kind of got nuked after the first pick. We take London George. He's a 59 overall. Maybe just a return. return man, but he's not very good. And that's it for the draft. The draft recap. We had not the best draft. First overall, round 1, pick 18, William Holloway. Our first round pick is pretty good though. I'll admit that was a good pick. Hopefully he can turn into something good. Dwight Manor, second pick, was not very good at all. That was a misjudge by me, I guess. William Norwood, left tackle, is pretty good. He needs a little work, but he's not bad at all. He has good speed, so he could potentially play guard as well. Mike Knight, just for some depth. He has good speed. That's pretty much it. Good awareness, too. Wow. Joel Beckham, slow. Good zone coverage. He could potentially play linebacker. He has a hidden development as well. Jeffrey Leno, again, another tackle. This is a better. That's not bad run block and pass block. Daquan Beard and London George were busts, but Reggie Dunbar could potentially be very good here. He only takes 1,000 XP to level up, and he has hidden development. So the first round didn't have a whole lot of high players here. The highest overall was, I think, a left tackle, a right tackle, Taylor Nix, who went in the second round. He was my favorite player in the draft, and he is phenomenal. I wish I would have traded up for him or taken him. He is phenomenal. Quentin Gibson, who looked very good as well, is an elusive back. He's good, super good. Reggie Lamb was my #1 player in the draft, though. Yeah, 6'3", 88 speed, good zone, decent tackle. Blocks needs to be worked on, but the Heisman Trophy winner, he's got to have superstar development. All right, let's take a look at the Chargers. Let's see what the Chargers did in the first round. Quarterback, Dennis Owens, normal development, 67 overall. Not the greatest. Not bad, though. Good man, good zone. Decent man, decent zone, I guess. No one else really there. The Raiders are next, and the Raiders had 2 first-round picks from the Khalil Mack trade yet. Titus James. He's not bad. He's pretty good. They go left end or go defensive end again to help with Cleveland Farrell, and he's more of a. Doesn't seem like he'd be more of a finesse rusher. He is only 21 years old as well. Madison Utley is a very good guard. Probably my favorite guard in the draft. He's good run blocking. Good enough pass blocking. He's decently fast too. Solomon Murdoch, hidden development, good speed. And the Chiefs went defensive tackle Emmanuel Starks. He's pretty good. Well, he's pretty good. He's more of a finesse rusher, I think. And I wanted more of a bigger guy there. So Lane Lippett here in the second pick, 66 overall. So Jake Caldwell, the Dolphins' first-round quarterback, has very good accuracy. He's not very mobile, but he has everything in the 80s and good throw power. They also picked Marcus Harrison. He's a blocking tight end, though, in the 6th round. Left tackle in the 2nd, Richard Woods. Pretty good. He's actually really good. And defensive tackle, Grayson Thomas. That's not bad either. 470 overalls. That's not bad. Elliott Judge was the 3rd quarterback taken off on the board. And yeah, he's better short. I think a little worse medium. Better throw power, but he's a little more mobile. He is definitely not that bad either. Taylor Nix, 2nd round pick to the Seahawks, though. He was awesome. Jalen Little, a blocking tight end, 73 overall in the 5th round. And then Eric Brinkley was their actual 1st round pick. All over 70 overall. And the Bills took Brian Kinney, #1 overall, and best medium. He's pretty mobile, good good throw power. He's not bad. He needs maybe a little development, but he's not bad. Wow. Orlando Peoples. Wow. Oh, Lord. There's a strong safety, hidden development. I'm definitely going to sign him. I'm always going to look through these now. Alrighty, so this is going to be the team and how everything is. I'm definitely probably going to trade away Juwan James here to anyone for anything, honestly, at this point. Yeah, this was probably a little bit longer of a video, as I kind of wanted to go in depth. We didn't have the greatest draft, but I think we made up with it in our free agency period. We definitely had some good picks. A first round pick here, Beckham here, and then an undrafted guy that was supposed to be undrafted, and we got him in like the 5th round. He's only 65 overall, but he's not bad. And then there was one more, I can't remember who it was. But our starting quarterback going into next year will be Drew Lock. We have no other option here. 23 years old. Very good deep, very good medium, good short, good speed, good throw power. He just needs to develop maybe a little bit more. He could potentially be that franchise quarterback, but we'll see. Nick Mullins as a backup, Luke Rathman as maybe a practice squad guy, but Phillip Lindsay, TJ Logan, Royce Freeman, we have so much depth at running back here, and they're going to be all fun to use. So Dimitri Flowers as a fullback, Cortland Sutton, Philip Dorsett, Deshaun Hamilton, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Sherfield, Emmanuel Hall, Juwan Winfrey, all as kind of depth and are for our receivers. Cortland Sutton definitely is our #1 receiver no matter what, as he played the best last year. Tight end, Noah Fant, Ricky Seals-Jones, and then I signed a Brody Bach here because he has 69 run block, which is nice. Not that bad. Garrett Bowles starting at left tackle. I think he's on a contract here now. Dalton Reisner, left guard. Cody Whitehair, center. Ron Leary, guard. And then DeMar Dotson at tackle. Nazir Jones will be moved to left end and will play there. Robert Kimdichie will still play right end with these backups here. I thought it was William Holloway will play nose tackle, our defensive tackle. Orlando Peoples is a pretty good player too. He's a finesse rusher, and he's not bad at all. Von Miller, Tyus Bowser, Bradley Chubb there. We have a lot of middle linebackers. I like a lot of these guys too. Mike Knight was, I think, our draft pick. 6'2", yep. Brennan Jenkins, free agent rookie. Undrafted rookie had hidden development, so that's awesome. Potentially be good, probably not though. We have a lot of rookie safeties. 5 rookie safeties. I got a lot of depth now, which I'm glad about. We have an extra 4th and an extra 5th next year, and then 2 extra 7ths. Maybe we'll do better. Maybe we won't. This is going to be our season. Our schedule coming up, we play the Bears, Browns, 49ers, and Jags all in the preseason. We start off against the Chiefs, go to the Dolphins, back home against the Bills, Jets, and Titans, on the road against the Patriots, Falcons, Steelers, back home against the Buccaneers and Raiders, on the road against the Chiefs, back home against the Chargers, on the road against the Raiders, Saints, Chargers, and then finish the season at home against the Panthers. So we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 division games in the last 7 games. So, and then we start off with 1. So I'm excited for this year. This could potentially be better than last year. Von Miller regressed hard. And he was NFL sack leader. We got a lot of young, good players that could potentially be good for the long haul. We have 5 players only over 30, and I brought only one of them in. We have 63 players between the ages of 21 and 26. So 80% of our roster is 26 and under. So hopefully we just need them to develop, play well enough, and progress along. Yeah, I'm excited for this year. These rookies I'm excited to use. I'm excited to see how Drew Lock does. Miles Jack, Cody Whitehair, who is a phenomenal player. Good strength, run block, pass block. Good speed. We'll see if Dalton Reisner can have a better year than last year, along with Garrett Bowles and Ronald Leary. Ronald Leary didn't play bad. It was mainly Dalton Reisner, our center, Connor McGovern, Jawan James, and Garrett Bowles. Those 4 played kind of bad, but we definitely upgraded at tackle and at center here. So hopefully that's a little better. So yeah, that's the off season there. I wish we had a better draft, but that'll be fine. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. This will be a longer video, but it's the off season that deserves to be longer. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. And the next video should be the preseason highlights and the cuts and maybe other signings or trades if we do any. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.